Good evening. Glad that you are watching the county's television. On the news tonight. $791 new COVID-19 infections reported in Kenya in the last 24 hours, as all indicators point to a possible third wave of the virus, as ICU wards are full to capacity. ODM leader Raila Odinga is doing well in hospital, according to a report by his doctor, who recommended bed rest, citing fatigue due to a rigorous campaign schedule. Plus, grief and confusion reigns in Baringo County as the county referral hospital denies claims that 7 infants died in the incubators due to negligence. And a man suspected of multiple rape and assault in Naivasha arrested by police, triggering public unrest as residents demanded for instant mob justice. And Wairimu is our sign language interpreter. Good evening, I'm Abubakar Abdullahi. Welcome to the broadcast. Now, Kenya is experiencing its third wave of the COVID-19 infections. This is according to the Ministry of Health, which says that the country's positivity rate has in the recent days significantly increased to 14%, with 713 new COVID-19 cases reported today. Zainab Mohammed begins our broadcast tonight.
After battling the first and the second wave of COVID-19 last year, the Ministry of Health now says Kenya is currently experiencing its third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic.
I want to make it official today and to say that Kenya is already in its third wave.
According to Health CS Mutahi Kagwe, the country's positivity rate has significantly increased to 14%, as a total of 713 cases are reported in the last 24 hours, the highest number of new cases in the recent days.
The positivity rate that we are announcing at about 14% is also the highest one since the last phase is sometime in November.
Kagwe further says the country has further recorded a total of 12 COVID-19 related deaths, as the number of patients in the ICU is reported to have increased rapidly. Currently, there are a total of 90 patients in the ICU.
Already, I think you have seen an increase in numbers of the cases that are in our hospitals. We have seen an increase in numbers of those who are on ventilators. We have seen an increase in number on those who need oxygen. And therefore, we must continue with vigilance.
And after the expiry of the COVID-19 containment measures on the 3rd of this month, President Uhuru Kenyatta is expected to address the nation on Friday this week, with the Council of Governors and the Health CS emphasizing the importance of maintaining the current measures in order to contain the now COVID-19 pandemic third wave.
We want to support and agree with the Council of Governors that now the time has come to start looking back at some of the measures that we have taken, whether to increase and to stop and make some mandatory requirements of our population.
We note that the fight against COVID-19 is being hurt by the political gatherings. In this regard, the Council, in consultation with the Minister of Health, is urging the President to halt all political gatherings for the next 30 days in order to flatten the curve.
A number of countries in the world have already experienced devastating effects from the third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. Zainab Mohammed, TV47.
Well, still on matters health, and at least 4,000 Kenyans have received the COVID-19 vaccine so far. The Ministry of Health has confirmed. The government says it is targeting more than 15 million Kenyans by 2023. And as Josh Onsare now reports, the vaccination exercise has also been launched to security officers.
days after the country received the AstraZeneca vaccine, the government now says at least 4,000 Kenyans have received the COVID-19 jab so far. Health CS Mercy Mwangangi says no major side effects have been reported from those who have taken the jab.
We're happy to note with close to almost 4,000 people as at today, most of them are saying they're okay. There's hardly any adverse effects. Pain at the injection site, some are reporting a little fever, some a little bit of coughing, but nothing untoward in terms of us being able to manage it. So we do believe that the vaccine is safe as we move forward on this.
The government is targeting at least 16 million Kenyans to be vaccinated by 2023, an exercise that will be conducted in 3 phases.
With all these structures in place, we plan to vaccinate about 15 million people countrywide, which is about 30% of our total population of 49 million by the end of June of 2023 in 3 phases.
Health CS Mercy Mwangangi, appearing before the National Assembly Health Committee, confirmed that 4 private hospitals have been onboarded by the Ministry of Health to offer the vaccine at a fee.
We've already onboarded 4 private facilities that are offering this vaccine, and they will be getting this vaccine from COVAX. So this vaccine is expected to again be issued at very minimal cost at the private facility.
Today, the Ministry of Health launched the vaccination of security officers. Interior PS Karanja Kibicho and Inspector General of Police Hilary Mutiambai received the jab.
We are ready, as you have seen this afternoon, leading the process with the PS. We have already taken our vaccinations, and this will continue immediately.
You can see we took it about 10 minutes ago, na hatujaona kizunguzungu, and therefore we are encouraging people. Corona is real, it's here in our country, and it is high time that we protected ourselves.
As the launch of the AstraZeneca vaccine continues in the counties, the Council of Governors want Treasury to release the delayed funds to enable counties to facilitate essential services.
The lack of commitment by the National Treasury to release equitable share to counties dating back to November 2020. Counties are unable to pay salaries, and staff in counties are unable to attend to their financial commitment.
The county government of Murang'a launched the vaccination of health workers Wednesday. Murang'a joins the list of close to 20 counties which have already rolled out the exercise. Joash Onsare, TV47, Nairobi.
ODM party leader Raila Odinga is in a stable condition after he checked in at the Nairobi hospital yesterday. His doctor, David Oluoch Olunya, says that the opposition boss is in good spirits and will address Kenyans soon. Odinga has been admitted to the Nairobi hospital with general fatigue, according to his family. The family, however, says it's waiting for the COVID-19 results after he was tested last evening. In a tweet this evening, Raila has thanked Kenyans for their overwhelming messages of goodwill. Elsewhere, Interior CS Dr. Fred Matiang'i has blamed the judiciary for being lenient on cases of political violence and other related crimes. Matiang'i says many cases, such as those involving the 2017 election violence, are yet to be completed. The CS further faulted the release of suspects on bonds arraigned in court and delaying of the rulings.
My name is Kennedy Mukutu, and what I want to do is I want to start with
cases involved in examination cheating. When I went to the Ministry of Education in 2015, some of those that we are dealing with in 2016 have not been concluded to date. Some people were involved in violence in criminals during the 2017 general elections. The cases have not been heard to date. We are facing another election next year. We arrest these people, we take them before a magistrate, the DPP arrives there, and they are promptly released on 20,000 shillings bond. The case will be mentioned in November. And then the first hearing date is 2nd of February 2022. Then the next hearing is September 2022. And we keep doing that yo-yo, and that is why these fellows will go in there, they are released, they will go to slap more people. Yeah, you wait and see. In the next cycle of by-elections, they will be there, slapping more people, transporting goons. So, as you tell us to do our work, tell others also to do theirs. That is the point I'm saying. Let others do their job. Surely, if you are a magistrate, and then I'm not questioning anyone's job, how can you release someone 7 times? Some of these people we have taken to court, we are taking them the 7th or 8th time. You are on bond 7 times. Surely, as a magistrate, if you care for your country, can you say, no, you are not the type of fellow we should release to the public?
Moving on, the county government of Baringo has refuted claims that 7 infants died at the Baringo Referral Hospital due to negligence. Initially, there were claims that patients at the hospital were attended to by medical students who allegedly set the temperatures too high in the incubators.
At Nur Odor's home, people are mourning. The family has lost a baby who was born at the Baringo Referral Hospital.
Mama kaenda alikuwa bado masiku. Lakini wakasema lazima ajifungue. Tulijaribu kutafuta tuambie madawa yenye watatumia badala ya ajifungue. Wakasema hakuna namna. Asa akadeliver mtoto wawili. Na daktari alikuja akasema huyu akasoma file. Akasema iko suppose afungue, mlilazimishe mungepea dawa fulani. Na muacha relax. Sasa mimi nikaona kumbe ilikuwa carelessness yao wengine.
Earlier, there were claims that 7 babies died on Friday and Saturday last week at the facility in an unclear circumstances. The claims cited negligence, pointing out that medical students were left to handle patients with no supervision. It is suspected that they set the temperature too high in the incubators, which resulted to death. But the county government refutes these claims.
Yes, we are a teaching hospital. We have students from KMTC, but they work under supervision with us because that's how every one of us get training. We train on job. Our incubators are fitted with, are well fitted that they cannot overheat, and the maximum it can go is 38 degrees centigrade. So for someone to say an incubator, the temperatures were turned up, it is actually very wrong.
In the month of January, we lost babies. In the month of February, we lost babies. Why now? Why now? You know, we're asking ourselves why. Because these are hospitals. The people who will get well, it can go either way. Some people, if they are very bad, you can lose a life. It's a fact.
And it is reported that Eldama Ravine Hospital is also ailing. A number of patients were turned away without receiving any services.
We have 6 consultants as we speak, and we have 4 MOs. We have 13 clinical specialists and around 16 COs, general COs. So services at Eldama Ravine Sub-County Hospital are in full swing. There is no patient who has been turned away.
This is not the first time Baringo Referral Hospital has made it to the headlines for all the wrong reasons, such as negligence. Sharon Baranga, TV 47.
Thank you, Sharon Baranga, for that report from Baringo County. Keep talking to us, send us a message on 22047. Time for us to take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more news after this break.
of Untold Stories.
Tamasha Paints, rangi ambayo imeimarika, rangi ya kipekee. Tamasha Paints ni kampuni ya kimataifa ya kuuza aina zozote za rangi ambazo zimechanganywa na teknolojia ya kisasa. Tunakuletea rangi aina ya Cover Matte, Silk Vinyl, Vinyl Matte, Weather Guard, Super Gloss na High Gloss. Pia tuna mafunzo ya kutengeneza rangi zilizopita mafunzo ya kimataifa. Tunafunza kutoka mwanzo hadi mwisho kwa muda wa miezi miwili. Shule yetu ina vyumba vya malazi kwa malipo ya shilingi 40 pekee. Tunapatia wanafunzi wetu cheti inayotambulika kote nchini, kuwatafutia attachment na kuwapatia kazi wanapomaliza masomo. Tunakuuzia mashini ya kutengeneza rangi na kemikali za hali ya juu kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi tutembelee Kangundo Road, Choka area karibu na stage ya Hurlingham, ama uwasiliane nasi kupitia 0712 222 893. Rangi si rangi. Rangi ni Tamasha Paints.
Accelerate your career growth by studying at Jordan College of Technology Thika, the leading technical, business and hospitality training institution in Kenya. As we celebrate 13 years of quality training and academic excellence, we invite you to apply for the various courses during our April 2021 intake. We offer over 50 government-approved diploma and certificate courses in catering and hotel management, journalism, electrical and electronics engineering, fashion design and garment making, hair and beauty, business courses, plumbing, ICT, secretarial, tourism, laboratory science, nutrition and dietetics, community development, driving classes, among others. With qualified lecturers, a dynamic approach to teaching and state-of-the-art training facilities, Jordan College is making world-class education affordable and accessible to all. Our graduates are sought after and have excelled in the job market. For more details, call us or visit our Thika main campus at Alisa Plaza. Jordan College of Technology Thika, a legacy of quality training and academic excellence.
You are watching TV 47, the home of Untold Stories.
Welcome back to TV 47 News Tonight with me, Abu Bakr Abdullahi. Thank you for staying with us. Let's get to more news. And Kabati Estate in Naivasha was last evening turned into a war zone following running battles between irate members of the public and police officers. The police were trying to save the life of a wanted man referred to as Machete. The rape and assault suspect was on the loose but has since been apprehended. Our Naivasha-based reporter Willie Dennis Njiru witnessed this drama and filed the following story. Scenes as witnessed Tuesday night following information that Harrison Robi, aka Machete, had been apprehended and detained at the Kabati police post. Hundreds of locals charging to the police post baying for his blood for alleged rape and other crimes in the estate. Leaving nothing to chance despite a stone-throwing mob, the police braved it all and whisked away the culprit to Naivasha police station.
Jana mwendo wa saa 2 usiku, kuna mshukiwa mmoja kwa jina la Harrison Rubiri, ambaye anajulikana kwa jina lingine Machete, aliweza kukamatwa na wananchi na kuletwa kituo cha polisi cha Kabati Police Post. A move that triggered irate demos for the better part of the night, who made attempts to advance to the police station demanding for the Machete man.
Kwangu mimi nisikia vibaya sana kuhusu polisi kushika huyo mtu. Sisi letu tulikuwa tukitaka kukata kesi yake jana once for all.
Huyo mwenye anaitwa Machete achungano na ebu afungwe ama basi tuletewe na huku tumdiscipline.
Wanjiru Njoroge is a recent victim of assault directed at women in Kabati. She heaved a sigh of relief following the arrest of the suspect.
Aligonga teke sasa ikatoka kangoka. Nimefurahia kuona huyo mtu alishikwa. Na nikaambia Mungu usiwasilia aenda katende matendo pahali tena. Kama ataenda kutenda Mungu upatiane yeye.
Huyo mtu ametusubua sana. Na atufanyagi kazi tukiwa nini yani kila siku na imani kila saa tunastuka. Ameweka
kila mtu uoga hata kama ni sisi wasee, hata ukiwa pale huko bado unasikia kama uko comfortable.
However, Naivasha OCPD Samuel Wawero revealed that despite widespread rape allegations, this police OB is yet to capture any of the said crimes, supposedly for fear of reprisal.
Anajulikana kama rapist na is a serial murderer, lakini hakuna mtu hata mmoja amejitokeza kuja kupiga ripoti kwetu. Vile tunaongea saa hii, hata tukienda kwa hewa, hakuna mwananchi wowote, na tungependa kuuliza wananchi wajitokeze, waje wafanye ripoti na sisi.
As the information of the arrest of the machete man went round, those attacked dared the odds to have their ordeal captured to arm the police with concrete charges against the suspect.
Ziko inakuja saa 5, saa 6 na tunaogopa kukujia mzigo.
Huwezi tuma bibi yako nje saa hii atoke saa 2:30 aende duka. Anakuambia masete, sasa unashindwa masete ni nani?
Ruby will be arraigned in court Thursday. Reporting for TV 47 from Naivasha in Nakuru County, I'm Willie Dennis Njiru.
Elsewhere, from today, shops and liquor stores that operate near schools and learning institutions in Mombasa County shall remain closed and their licenses revoked. This is according to the Mombasa County Commissioner, who launched the Rapid Response Initiative to eradicate illicit brew, drug and substance abuse menace.
The drug and substance abuse is a bad eyesore for the seaside county of Mombasa. It's a painful fact that the administration is willing to do all it can to do away with. And on Wednesday, Mombasa County Commissioner Gilbert Kitiyo launched the Rapid Result Initiative that aims at eradicating illicit brew, drug and substance abuse in Mombasa County that has affected many youth in the county. In his address, Kitiyo said that liquor stores operating within school perimeters will have their licenses revoked.
Mtihani tayari imeanza ya kidato cha 4. Tarehe 23 tunaanza ya darasa la 8. Na tungependa watoto wafanye hiyo mtihani kwa mazingira mazuri ambayo haina mambo ya pombe. Na pia kwa hii exercise tutaangalia zile sehemu za kuhusia pombe. Kama kuna ile iko license karibu na shule, hiyo license yao sisi tutawapokonya. Kwa sababu haina maana kuweka mambo ya pombe na madawa ya kulevya kwa mlango ya shule.
Starting Wednesday, door-to-door raids shall be conducted for the next 2 weeks in order to smoke out culprits perpetrating the illegal sale of drugs and illicit liquor. Kitiyo further warned that police officers and officials found to be collaborating with the culprits shall also face the law.
Wale maafisa wetu ambao wanashirikiana na hao watu wa madawa ya kulevya, kwa hii exercise tukiwatambua, sisi tutawachukulia hatua ambaye ni hatua kali. Na wale wazee wa mtaa, wale wanauza madawa, wale wazee wa kijiji, wale machifu, kama wanashirikiana na wao, ole wako, kwa sababu tukikupata wakati huu, kwanza tutakutoa kwa hiyo kazi, alafu tukushtaki.
According to the regional director of NACADA in Mombasa County, George Karisa, about 10,000 youth between the ages of 15 to 44 years are using heroin at the moment. Karisa pointed an accusing finger at parents for being negligent and encouraging the vice by drinking and using drugs in the presence of their children.
Tuna wajibu kama wazazi kuwaelekeza watoto wetu. Tusiache jukumu hili kwa walimu peke yake. Tunaona kwamba watoto wengi wanaharibika kwa sababu hakuna mwelekeo kutoka kwa wazazi wetu. Kwa hivyo sisi kama wazazi pia tuna jukumu la kupatia mwelekeo kwa watoto wetu so that wasijiingize katika hali ya, because sasa wengine tunaona kwamba wazazi wenyewe wanatumia mihadarati mbele ya watoto. Sasa ukiona mzazi anatumia mihadarati mbele ya mtoto, that means hiyo itakuwa na athari kwa mtoto yule. Ataona kwamba kwa hivyo kumbe ni sawa hata mimi kutumia madawa, ama wacha nijaribu nione kama nitajisikia kama vile mzazi wangu anavyojisikia.
Residents have been urged to collaborate with police in giving information so that the crackdown can be carried out smoothly. Drug and substance abuse continues to be a menace in Mombasa County, giving sleepless nights to security personnel. Statistics show that children under the age of 10 years are among drug users, now parents being blamed for negligence. Mariam Wacharo, TV47, Mombasa County.
Thank you, Mariam Wacharo from the seaside city of Mombasa for that. You're watching TV47 News tonight. Keep talking to us. Your voice counts. Your opinion matters. Be part of our news. Moving on, a director of a company named Kilig Limited, Ivy Onyango, one of the companies awarded tenders worth billions of shillings in KEMSA, has told the Public Investment Committee that she does not recall her bank signatories in her company's accounts, nor where the bank or banks are allocated. The furious members of parliament had praised her with fears that the company could be operating under some powerful individuals and never supplied anything to KEMSA.
Appearing before the National Assembly Public Investment Committee, the 20-year-old Ivy Onyango and sole director of Kilig Limited told members that she doesn't recall some of the company's signatories nor banks' locations.
In a very, very kind manner, you cannot tell me that you are about to do business worth about 4 billion shillings and you do not know where your bank accounts are. And you're the sole shareholder. And you do not know who the signatories of those bank accounts are.
Mr.
Now,
Chairman,
just before you stated that, just before you stated that, you have portrayed yourself as an extremely wise woman. Just before you stated those words, just before you stated the fact that you cannot remember your bank accounts, you had actually portrayed yourself as an extremely wise woman. Now, all of a sudden, you do not know where your bank accounts are?
Members of the committee, however, said that her assertions confirmed their fears of the existence of powerful individuals behind the firm.
Please don't misquote me.
You're not being misquoted.
No, I'm painted in a
put off your microphone
light.
and kindly put on your microphone only when given
kindly give me
permission by the chair.
a fair administrative action, as I'm entitled.
Put off your microphone, please.
If I'm not, Mr. Chairman, kindly just let me know as well.
Vice, let me handle this.
Let me exhaust this point, Chair. I said I have the feeling that you are not making full disclosure. And from where I am seated, you have confirmed my fears. You can't tell us you don't know the bank account
I haven't
of your
said that I
bank.
do not know the bank
And
account.
you don't know the signatories.
The committee further cast doubts on whether Ivy indeed registered the company as she claimed, considering that her records didn't tally.
The bank accounts of Kilig, the bank signatories, bank details. You mentioned that there is a type of partnership between Kilig and Intech. You said there is some kind of joint ventures. Kindly shed light on the kind of partnership and the joint venture between the two. You mentioned that Wilfred Gachoka, who has already left who has already left the directorship of the company, has now returned as a signatory again to the company. Kindly shed light on the same as well. And I think it is good we receive the submission from her and the committee will make a decision on the same.
The committee also grilled Glad Lab Limited directors and Angelica Medical Supplies directors, the companies linked to the scandal. The committee seeking to establish how the companies got uniform prices over the COVID-19 supplies.
Except that she cannot now be able to supply with the previous negotiated price. She can only do it now at the 4,000. So in fact, it tells that there was something that was done for her to change her mind so that she now agrees to go by the price the others are doing as compared with the previous price that they had agreed before.
This afterthought letter of dated 14th April, was sent to KEMSA. So who convinced you to change your position of supplying the masks with the $30 to that level of 4,500? KEMSA specifically.
Elizabeth Mutuku, TV47 Nairobi.
Well, some might forget who the signatories of their accounts are, but always remember that TV47 will never forget to inform you of what's happening in the 47 counties. Keep talking to us. Time for us to take another short break. We'll be back with more news after this break.
You are watching TV47, the home of untold stories. At Trisent School of Medical Health, Science and Technology, we offer highly competitive courses tailor-made to suit your needs. These include certificate and diploma in theatre technology, medical engineering, nutrition and dietetics, radiography and sonography, science lab, health records, environmental health science, counseling psychology, applied biology, social work and community development, information and communication technology, among others. Register now at our Nairobi campus in Nairobi West around Nyayo National Stadium on 0700-129536. Our Juja campus next to Jomo Kenyatta University on 0700-000760. And our Kisumu campus opposite Swan Center, Oginga Odinga Street on 0703-201229. Trisent School of Medical Health, Science and Technology, where careers come to... UIP Real Estate is here to end your search for land because we have the ideal land just for you. Land that's close to the most anticipated Silicon Valley in Africa, Konza City. A prime location that is convenient to the modern lifestyle and has ticked off all the boxes of basic amenities. Worried about the distance? Our prime land is only a property that is within the Konza locality of Mombasa Road, 1.2 kilometers from Konza Isinya Bypass, and also 500 meters from the proposed Nairobi-Mombasa Expressway. With the under construction of JKIA Westlands Superhighway, this will shorten the distance by 1 hour fastway in, out and away from all the hustle and bustle of Nairobi City, or should we call it Kanairo? What are you waiting for? Whether you are looking to buy and build or invest, book prime land with us now and be sure of high returns on your investment. Call us on 0708423244 or email us at info@uip.co.ke or visit our website www.uip.co.ke. UIP Real Estate, the home of affordable land.
I'm a millionaire.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I started playing a lotto early last year. I've never won lotto before. Tulikuwa tumekula supper. I was with my other sisters. So tumekaa tunaongea two stories, then I received a call with a new number. I received and I was like, hello. He told me, I'm calling you because you've won lotto. There was a thrill. I was like 50-50. Could it be true? Could it be false? And I didn't know like how much I had already won. I was like, maybe it's just a few hundred thousands, not actually 1 million. Kinanisumbua kwanza ilikuwa inanisumbua sana ni school fees for my son, my two sons. And of course biashara, niendelesha biashara yangu, nakuuza mango. Pia mimi nafaa kujilipia school fees, lazima nirudi shule nimalize masters. You never know when your time is coming, and it's coming sooner than you expected. Changamka, cheza loto. Changamka, cheza loto.
You are watching TV47, the home of untold stories.
Welcome back. Kakamega Senator Cleophas Malala has been released on a 2.5 million bond. Malala and his 7 co-accused were released on a total bond of 14 million shillings after pleading not guilty to 9 charges, including robbery with violence, assaulting a presiding officer, and property damage, among others, during the Matungu by-election. The second case was the senator's driver, Marvin Kombo, his security officers, Joel Mita, Cecil, and Ababu Chago, all of them released on a 2 million shillings bail each. His security officer, Joel Mita, has also been accused of wrongful use of his pistol. Moving on, 3 suspects have been arrested in Kararo in Transmara West following rising tension that could have led into inter-clan conflict. This is according to Narok County Commissioner Evans Achoki. Achoki says that the tension was caused by an incident where unknown people threw stones to an isolated house that made the occupants scream, hence the rise in tension. Achoki has assured residents of Narok County that security forces have been deployed in the area to restore peace in the area.
Tumetuma polisi pale, tumeanzisha uchunguzi na mpaka sasa hatujapata uhakikisho ya kwamba kitendo hicho kilitendeka. Lakini kulingana na yule nyumba yake ilitupiwa mawe, alipiga nduru jana usiku. Na kupiga nduru ikaleta wasiwasi, hali ya wasiwasi wakati huo. Na mpaka sasa tumeweka askari wa kushika doria, tumeweka askari ya kutosha ya kushika doria katika hiyo sehemu. Na mimi nachukua nafasi hii kuuliza wananchi, wakaazi wa hiyo sehemu, wawe ni wakaazi wa kuweka amani. Tuko na ile komiti ya wazee 10 na wazee 10, wazee 20 ambaye wanahusika kuleta amani katika huo mpaka. Hivi karibuni title deeds zitakuwa tayari, tutapeana title deeds na yale mambo kidogo yamebaki pale tunaweza kumaliza. Kwa hivyo hali kwa sasa ni shwari, na yeyote yule atakayejaribu kuvuruga amani bila shaka atapata mkono wa sheria.
As local maize farmers continue to lament low prices occasioned by imports, the Ministry of Agriculture now says that it has little options as the East African community gives a free market within the member states. The ministry says that local farmers have to withstand the competitive market in the region as the government ensures the safety of food imports and exports.
Maize farmers in the country continue to lament low prices due to imports of the product. However, the Ministry of Agriculture says that they have to bear with the bilateral agreements within the East African region. Agriculture CS Peter Munya says the government's role for now is to ensure that imported foodstuff is good for local consumption.
Tulipata mvua mzuri na tumevuna, lakini vile bei imeanza sio mzuri. Tuende na 3000 kwenda mbele, mgolaya atafurahi.
Sheria ya Kenya nimeeleza na ya kwamba tuko kwa soko moja. East Africa ni soko moja, hatuwezi kuzuia chakula, mahindi ama chakula chochote kutoka nchi jirani za Tanzania na Uganda. Ni vizuri tuelewane hivyo. Kwa hivyo lazima tulime vizuri, tuhakikishe koti zetu za kulima ziko chini ndio tuendelee compete kwa soko huru.
The ministry says it is already working on a plan to ensure safety of the imports. The plans include registration of all dealers, transporters and importers as per Section 16 of the Crops Act 2013.
While we strive to give Kenyans safe food by addressing the various challenges in the production systems, we equally expect our trading partners to trade in safe maize as per the East African Community standards.
In a stakeholders meeting held earlier today addressing the Irish potatoes and food crops regulations, a Paretram Task Force report was launched as a plan to revive the sector. Task Force Chair George Wawero says the sector needs more than Kenya shillings 3.5 billion for farmers to smile back to this farming.
To mobilize, motivate the farmers to ensure that they remain productive and that they are protected and that they are able to expand, to grow. We are reviving, and the moment we revive, we have got to start running, walking.
Moving on, the tourism sector has received a major boost with the arrival of the first chartered flight from Romania to Kenya. The flight, operated by Toram Air and organized by Kenya Tour Company Private Safaris East Africa, landed at the Moi International Airport in Mombasa. The flight is the first of 9 rotations which commence in March to August 2021. On board of the flight were 116 travelers drawn from Romania who are expected to tour and explore different destinations within the country.
I must say that we are very lucky as a destination because we can see tourism restarting and tourism recovering. Remember, this comes at the backdrop of when we are about to host 2 international golf tournaments, the Magical Kenya Open and the Kenya Savannah Classic. So that tells you that Kenya is ready for business, but not just that. But during the pandemic, we have seen the country endorsed as a safe destination. So that's number one. People are happy and trust the destination again, and they are coming back to the country. So it's a good season for us, and we really want to thank the domestic market because it has anchored the industry for that period.
Now, Equity Bank has signed an 11 billion shillings loan facility with Team Europe, Germany's DEG, the Netherlands FMO and UK CDC Group in its continued commitment to strategically help SMEs survive the ravages of the COVID-19 pandemic. The loan facility will run for a period of 3 years. The bank committed to loan repayment accommodation for up to 45% of the customers whose cash flows and operation cycles were deemed likely to be negatively impacted during the COVID-19 pandemic. While making the announcement, Dr. James Mwangi, the Managing Director and CEO of Equity Group Holdings, stated that the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic started as a health crisis and quickly became an economic and humanitarian crisis that has seen more than 40% of Kenyan micro, small and medium business owners affected by the great economic slowdown. Well, it's time for us to get to the world of sports, but I understand we need to take a short break. But before we do that, we'll be back with sports news after this break. Stay tuned.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories.
Accelerate your career growth by studying at Jordan College of Technology Thika, the leading technical, business and hospitality training institution in Kenya. As we celebrate 13 years of quality training and academic excellence, we invite you to apply for the various courses during our April 2021 intake. We offer over 50 government-approved diploma and certificate courses in catering and hotel management, journalism, electrical and electronics engineering, fashion design and garment making, hair and beauty, business courses, plumbing, ICT, secretarial, tourism, laboratory science, nutrition and dietetics, community development, driving classes, among others. With qualified lecturers, a dynamic approach to teaching and state-of-the-art training facilities, Jordan College is making world-class education affordable and accessible to all. Our graduates are sought after and have excelled in the job market. For more details, call us or visit our Thika main campus at Alisa Plaza. Jordan College of Technology Thika, a legacy of quality training and academic excellence.
Are you a storyteller? What is that untold story in your village? Tell us the story in 3 minutes. Submit that story to your untold stories at tv47.co.ke and stand a chance to win a camera and other goodies. The top stories will be aired on TV47 and the viewer will vote for the best story through the SMS number 22047. The story must be an evergreen story that has never been told before. The deadline for submitting the stories is March 15, 2021. The link is by SMS on TV47, the home of Untold Stories.
You are watching TV47, the home of Untold Stories.
Welcome back to TV47 News Tonight with me, Abu Bakar Abdullahi. Let's get to the world of sports and bring in sportsman Dennis Otieno. Dennis, what do you have for us tonight?
Well, thank you, Abu Bakar. Now, it is just last night we were talking about Gor Mahia receiving a major financial boost that was supposed to motivate the players, but guess what? They've gone ahead to lose their match today, again, pretty much in the FKF Premier League. Of course, that's going to be one of the stories we'll be talking about tonight. We shall also be telling you about a major blow that has been dealt to the